JFD, just fair and direct.
Okay, hello and welcome everyone. Welcome to JFD Traders Tea Time with me, Darius Anucauskas. Today's the 2nd of March 2021. So yep, welcome everyone. Welcome to this Tuesday's afternoon session where we're going to have a very quick look at the markets, a few of the charts, the usual stuff. But before we do that, as always, let's quickly have a read through our risk disclaimer. So, the content we produce does not constitute investment advice or investment recommendation, should not be considered as such, and does not in any way constitute an invitation to acquire any financial instrument or product. As always, a few seconds for you to read the rest and we can continue. Okay, so yeah, guys, I hope you can hear me and see me okay. I hope the sound quality is better than this morning's. So yeah, apologies for that. But let's see if this is gonna work well in this session. So before we jump into the charts, as always, quick mentioning of our JFD YouTube channel, to which you can always subscribe to in order not to miss any of our upcoming videos. And of course, our JFD Bank website, and specifically our JFD research page, which we also update on a daily basis. So yeah, feel free to visit us here on jfdbank.com and click on the research tab right there on the top. So jumping into the charts, the first one I want to pick up here is the German DAX, and well, excuse me, looking at this picture here, we can see that yes, the German index is trying hard to get above this downside line taken from the high of the 8th of February, and well, so far it seems that the bulls are doing their job. It seems that everything's kind of working okay here. However, the fact that we're not really getting a strong break here, I mean, that's what kind of could be a little bit worrying. So yeah, for example, for now, let's wait and see here. Yes, I'm leaning a little bit more towards the upside here if the daily candle today stays above this downside line. If it drifts back below it and stays below it, then well, I'm still going to be careful here with that upside, because I need that break. I need that daily candle staying above this area, above this downside line, in order to go for some higher levels. For now, I'm not really getting that, so yep, let's wait and see. For the downside, I still need that drop below the 13,830 zone, the one that I mentioned this morning, and then yes, maybe I will go for a larger correction here to the downside, because don't forget that we're still trading above a bunch of well, a couple of upside lines here. So the shorter term one is the one taken from the low of the 11th of December, and the medium term one is drawn from the low of the 19th of March of last year. So keep that in mind. So any kind of move lower here is still considered a correction if it's before one of these upside lines. Jumping into NASDAQ, excuse me. Jumping into NASDAQ here, yesterday NASDAQ had a fantastic rally here. It pushed higher. It tested this this area right here, the 13,300 zone, and well, it closed just slightly below it. It came close to this this 21-day EMA area, and all this area did provide good resistance. Now let's see if today we'll get a further move north here. If we take a look at the cash index and where we're currently sitting at on the cash index, we'll see that the price is flirting with well, not far, actually is sitting not far from this area. From it's below yesterday's close, and of course automatically below this 13,300 zone. So it's currently trading at around 13,250. In order to go for higher levels, I said we need that push above this 13,300 mark. If we want to go for lower areas, well, I mean, ideally I would prefer to see a drop below this area, below the 12,758 zone. But of course, I understand that it would be interesting maybe to capture a drop before that, and one of the levels here could be this inside swing high here near the 13,090 zone. A nice good drop below this, yep, could open the door towards that 12,758 zone. But again, let's not rush into anything yet. First, let's see how this is going to play out. For now, I'm kind of I'm probably going to take a bit of a maybe neutral stand here, because like I said, the cash index is back now to this 13,250 zone. We need that break above the 13,300 in order to go for some higher levels, and for the downside we need to see a drop at least below the 13,090 territory right here in order to consider maybe a move back to this key support zone near the 12,758, and then we would take it from there. DXY, a dollar index, so managed to push higher. So one of my targets got reached, the 100-day EMA. That's what I was looking at. I told you about this level yesterday and this morning as well. So my target was this 100-day EMA, so we've managed to reach that, but my next target was above that, near the 91.60 zone, and well, we can see that the index kind of drifted back down here. So however, on the positive note, it's still trading above the 91.05 territory right here. So if it continues to trade here, then yes, there is still a good chance for this one to move higher towards the 91.60 or the 91.75 zone. But if it fails to remain above this hurdle, this 91.05, then maybe we could just go for a bit of a correction here to the downside towards the 21-day EMA, because that's so far, I mean, I'm kind of keeping an eye on that 21-day EMA because currently it just kind of acts as a good nice magnet for this index. So yeah, let's not rush into anything, guys. First, let's keep it short and simple. If you want to be a little bit more careful, you could wait for another push here higher, and a breakup of the 100-day EMA here could do the trick for more buyers. So keep that in mind. Gold. Gold reversing a little bit to the upside. In a way, everything's kind of in line, to be honest, because this morning I talked about this one, and this morning we already did reach that 1704 zone, and well, now we're seeing a bit of a move higher, I would say. So yeah, this could still be seen as a correction. So I'm still bearish, to be honest, in the short run, because overall, of course, yes, we are trading above these upside lines here, but in the very short run, still kind of bearish. But yeah, let's see if we can actually end up having a nice test of the 1704 zone, or even the 1678 or 1671 or 70 zone, approximately around here, and then we'll take it from there. For the upside, I would need to see the price rising back above the 1760, 1765, somewhere around there, and then I could go for a bit of a larger correction to the upside. Bitcoin Cash. So Bitcoin Cash, and yeah, guys, for now, Bitcoin Cash is doing a nice move here. Everything so far is in line, because I've talked about this one recently, and I said that keep your eyes on this upside line drawn from the low of the 23rd of December, and also keep your eyes for the upside. Keep your eyes on this 553 territory, which almost kind of got tested today. This area coincides with the 21-day EMA, so in order to go for some higher levels, we need to see a break of that 553 zone. At the same time, the rate would be placed above the 21-day EMA, and yep, more buyers could join in. In terms of the downside, well, a break of this this upside line here, and a drop below the 432 territory. That's what we would need to see in order to get a little bit more excited with lower areas. But again, we're kind of further away from that right now, so we're leaning a little bit more to the upside. However, we understand that it is still a very interesting spot here. So for example, even if we push above the 553 territory, I'm not going to target way too much here to the upside. I'm going to only aim here for this 631.70 territory first. That's the highest point of January. So yeah, and then we'll take it from there. So yeah, again, very interesting developments here, but certain breaks are still needed. AUDJPY, looking at this beautiful picture here, beautiful technical picture, we can see that the index pushed higher, so that's great news. And so far everything's kind of according to the plan, because what I said before was that if the pair pushes towards this 83.43 territory but struggles to overcome it, then yep, we could see another slide, so keep that in mind. If it pushes above this area and stays above this, then of course this opens the door towards a possible test of this this highest point of February near the 84.95 territory, and then we would take it from there. USDCHF, very quickly on this one, beautiful move here to the upside. So in a way everything kind of worked out as planned. So previously, a while ago, I haven't looked at this pair for quite a while, to be honest, but a while ago I talked about this idea where if we get a break above the 0.8982 territory, then yes, my next target is of course the 0.9046 or this 200-day EMA, which we managed to reach already yesterday, and we continue to rally. So but the rally is kind of getting halted near this key resistance barrier, near the 0.9197, 98 zone, approximately around here. That's marked by the high of the 8th of October, not far from the high of the 4th of November, and not far from the high of the 11th of November. So basically a very good strong area of resistance. Let's see if the bulls have enough steam to drive this one further north. But again, if you want to be a little bit more on the safe side, guys, given that we already had a decent up move here, you could just wait for a nice daily candle staying above this area, above the 0.9198, and then kind of targeting the highest point of September of last year near the 0.9296. For now, like I said, this is the area where the pair is getting halted. Well, I mean, like I said, let's see if the bulls have enough steam to push this one above it. If they don't, then of course all eyes are going to be on the certain upside lines here. Now, some of them are going to be very tentative, don't get me wrong, but nevertheless we can keep them on the chart for now, just for the sake of it, just for the simplicity. But for the downside, for example, if the pair suddenly drops lower here and breaks this upside line, then yes, we'll go for a bit of a larger correction here to the downside. Jumping into GBPUSD. I've talked about this one yesterday, and the idea was that if we kind of break below this 21-day EMA together with this 1.3888 zone, then yes, of course, this could open the door towards lower areas. But we did get a break, but it seems that it could be a false breakout. Now, what I need here is I need that daily candle to remain below this area in order to go for lower levels. At the moment, maybe we're on the right track, but we're not maybe, but we are on the right track here, but we still need that confirmation, drop confirmation, kind of daily candle remaining below this area. That would be our confirmation, and yep, we could go for a larger correction to the downside. So far, we're not getting that, and we're not really kind of comfortable with the upside here as well, because to be honest, I mean, for the upside, I would previously I talked about this 1.4027, but now I'm probably gonna look at yesterday's high near the 1.40 zone. So that psychological 1.40 territory could do the trick for more buyers. And finally, your EURUSD. So today drifted below this 1.2023 territory, so that was a good move here for the bears, but so far they're struggling to keep the daily candle here below this area. The bulls kind of kicked in here, and they're trying to keep the pair above this area, above this 1.2023, this 100-day EMA. So to be honest, I'm going to leave it here just because I want to see where in relation to the 100-day EMA where this daily candle is going to end up being today. If it stays below it, great, wonderful, we could see further declines, but if it doesn't, then well, I'll still remain somewhat neutral here. So guys, yeah, that's it for this session. There was just a quick overview of some of the instruments that I looked at this morning, and some new ones, of course. But yeah, I hope you found it useful. Thank you very much for your likes, guys, for your views, thank you very much for your time in general that you're joining in here into this session. So yeah, thank you very much for all that, and stay safe. Have a wonderful evening. join me tomorrow morning at my Traders Espresso, 7 o'clock GMT time, and yeah, we'll take it from there. So thank you very much, and bye-bye.